Hey, it's Fabian, and in this video it's about why you need to sell yourself first before you can sell someone else. A lot of entrepreneurs focus on things like web page, their logo, or try to optimize the landing page, try to use AI for appointment bookings and try to sell their products and services and try every new technique which they can find. But they really miss the point on sales and why sales work. You surely can have a sales script which guides you through the sales call, but I can guarantee you that no sales script, regardless how good it is, will help you with sales if you are not convinced in your products and service and that you're truly convinced you can help other people. And a lot of entrepreneurs are struggling with this, especially if you start out, because you don't have a lot of testimonials and proof that you can show. But also, if you are an established entrepreneur, I really realize this with our clients, so they don't have this conviction themselves either. So what can you do in order to gain this conviction in yourself, that sales becomes more easy and that other people are buying your products and services because you are convinced? And you can only convince someone else if you are convinced. I noticed this with the best salesperson within our last company. So the best salesperson made 14 million a year, and the second best salesperson just made 7 millions a year. So what was different? Because they both sold the same products and services. They both had the same environment. They sit in the same office. So everything was the same. They had the same client or prospect database. So they worked in the same CRM. So what was the difference between 14 million and 7 million? And then the next guy made around 3.5 million. And this number showed you how convinced was the person in themselves. There was no difference, as I said, completely same environment, same products, everything the same, except the person who was really selling. They had the same script. So you cannot argue it is about the sales script, because it was literally the same. So it was only the conviction of this one person in what we can fulfill, what we can help the people, the person, and that our products are really a good fit for this prospect. That was the only difference in all of our salespeople. And here are tips in order to gain this conviction. So especially if you start out, you don't have a lot of testimonials and you don't really know if it's working. So then you really can build up this conviction in yourself if you deliver your service for free in order to gain this conviction in yourself. And when you have a client base, so this is the second tip, then ask your client after a few months if you really achieved something for them. Ask them on a call, with this knowledge that you have about what we went through, this journey, and all the things what we could provide to you, what help and what you learned within our program or service. If you know this all, was it a good decision? So are you proud of your decision to buy our product and service? And if they say, oh yes, this was a really great decision, if I would knew what you could deliver, I would have started sooner or would have bought your product and service sooner. So then you know you really can solve this problem, and this builds your conviction in it. And the third thing is really to take the testimonials on video. So record the testimonials with really good clients. And then you sit down there for yourself when you have self-doubts and watch these testimonials so that you ramp up yourself with this conviction again. Because over time you see all the other competitors doing something similar, and then you might get down on this because you always see what the other people are doing and you don't feel the value that you really can provide. And if you do all three of this, of the tips what I provided, it really ramps up your conviction in what you can deliver. But there's one more thing that I want to share with you in this video, and you stayed with me in this video so long. So this is a personal story, and all the tips what I gave you can help you and are really good in order to build this conviction. But I noticed that if you do this and it doesn't help you, there's one more thing that you need to consider to do for yourself. So if this doesn't help you in order to get this conviction, there might be something within your brain that holds you back, and this is not consciously, that is something unconsciously. And I realized this for myself as well. So you need to go to your unconscious mind and resolve this inner blockage that you might have. And this stems from childhood trauma, usually from childhood trauma. And you need to solve this first, because you cannot solve this with logic, because you cannot access this thing with your brain logically. So if you need to, I can make another video on this specific, and I will do, and also tell the whole story, what I was going through and how I solved this within another video. But I want to bring this in this video as well, that all the affirmations and all this mental reprogramming and also this all the things which are out there might not help you if you are stuck within your own nervous system and there are some blockages. But if you want more help on this, and also more tips from my side, also how to use this specifically, how to do testimonials or anything else, then just leave me a comment. Otherwise, this should help you also to really sell for yourself first, and then you are also able to sell anybody else much more likely and much more easily. See you in the next video.